We have massive breaking news as Donald Trump just publicly put out a post about what's going on in Syria and where he stands. This post was found on X, in which Trump said, "Opposition fighters in Syria, it is an unprecedented move, have totally taken over numerous cities in a highly coordinated offensive and are now on the outskirts of the capital, obviously preparing to make a very big move towards taking out the leader." Adding, Russia, because they're so tied up in Ukraine, and with the loss there over 600,000 soldiers, seems incapable of stopping this literal march through Syria, a country they've protected for years. Adding that this is where former President Obama refused to honor his commitment of protecting the red line in the sand, all in caps, and all hell broke out, with Russia stepping in. But now they are, like possibly the leader himself, being forced out, and it may actually be the best thing that could happen to them. By then, not sure if he's referring to the Syrians or for Russians there, adding that there was never much of a benefit in Syria for Russia other than to make Obama look really stupid. In any event, Syria is a mess, but this is not our friend. And then in caps, he says, "The United States should have nothing to do with this. This is not our fight. Let it play out. Do not get involved." Now, here's the deal. At this very moment, the U.S. really doesn't have that big of a presence over there. I believe there's maybe a couple hundred troops stationed somewhere in the Northeast Territory, but that's about it, and that was to stop ISIS. The one thing I kind of want to point out is the fact that it seems like Russian forces was the only thing keeping Syria in check and everything running. And because of what they're doing in Ukraine, and because of all the resources they moved out to fight in Ukraine, they lost Syria. Russia lost so much in Syria. And this uprising, I believe, was another way to get Russian equipment moved off the front lines in Ukraine to Syria, because as soon as things started collapsing there, Russia knew they had to move troops, which they said they're moving them, or potentially moving them, from the African core. But this shows that Russia themselves cannot do all these things that they're doing. Trying to take over a country, Ukraine, trying to keep Ukrainians out in Kursk, try to keep Syria together. This is the first large domino to fall for Russia. With that being said, we're seeing history made today, as we could potentially see the leader of Syria completely thrown out. Let me know what you think about Trump's comments in the comment section below. Be sure to share my video and follow me for more.